Hello. This is the Smile Revolution. And I am, well, you can see on the bottom of the screen, Princess Wow, also known as Mindy Fradkin. And we raise awareness to the healing power of a genuine smile. Sincere smiles only apply. I'm going to start with, this is my 85th show since lockdown in March. I will start with the Smile Revolution song, which I wrote with my husband, Roland Musa. And I'll sing a short portion of it, not the whole thing. And I'm going to go sign up with my comments here. And I'm still learning I'm still learning my new program. Anyway, here we go. I walked into a cafe, smiled at my friends. They all smiled, and I realized I passed it on to them. The people who saw us smiled at our friends. They all smiled, and we realized we passed it on to them. Yes, a simple smile will do, round the world and back to you. It's called the Smile Revolution that comes, goes round and back to you. So smile, 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 a simple smile will do. Smile, 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 it comes back to you. So don't forget to smile. Someone else wants to say hello to you. That was Mini Mindy. And look this is Mini Mindy too. I have another one coming as well. I don't make them. I have a doll maker who makes them for me. I just send her a photo and she makes me a Mindy doll. So let's see. We have an exciting show today. Well, if anybody I don't know who's watching always. Some people I know and some people I don't. Well, yesterday was the anniversary of John Lennon, his murder. And I remember I was living in Los Angeles, going to college at Art Center College of Design in Pasadena. And I was living above the smog line with a bunch of other college-age kids in this house, this beautiful home on top of way up in Mandeville Canyon. My friend, this woman was divorced and she was renting out rooms. And I remember the moment when I heard on the news that John Lennon was murdered. And if you're not from our generation or you don't know about the Beatles, well, there was a movie about that. Some people don't know who the Beatles were. Anyway, I'm going to show you a picture because I have this book. Actually, Donna, my friend Donna Cohen-Vertel, she gave me this book years ago. So that's John Lennon. And so yesterday was the day he was shot, and the whole world, changed, and we were all. It was a hard day, and it was a hard day yesterday. And guess who I found through a mutual friend in Los Angeles, Stephen Kalinich. Now, he's a legendary poet and musician and painter. And he wrote a poem. He actually, hold on one second, I'm going to read you a little bit about him. He wrote a John Lennon's 80th birthday celebration, a poem for John. Now, Stephen is a legendary poet, songwriter, and painter. He has written songs with the Beach Boys, including the beloved Little Bird. His songs have been performed and recorded by Paul McCartney, Rumer, Brian Wilson, P.F. Sloan, and many more. He's also one of the brightest and most beloved lights in an often dark world. We're grateful for this chance to share this poem, You Touched My World, written for John Lennon. I'm going to read it to you now because Stephen gave me permission. And then I have a video he sent me today as well, another poem. Hi, Maureen. I'm glad you're watching. Okay, so this is cool. With my new program, I can show this, that Maureen is watching. You touched my world. You made it bearable for me. You opened endless possibility. You spoke of peace and love. They never understood. Your heart was made of rainbows. You only wanted people to have good, a world without a bomb and guns, embracing light where darkness runs. You imagined and dreams came true. You painted with your words a magic hue. You spoke of yellow submarines, of living your own life, not being a machine. You went through changes and stages. Through each of them, you shined. The days are better because you used your mind. You spread your kind of love for everyone to see. You were controversial, but your soul flies free, away from worldly strife, power, and ambition, into a silent realm beyond suspicion. Do you live forever? Do you never die? Your songs, they hold me, they make me cry. The tears stream down my face. A part of me will never be the same. John, you made it bearable for me. I'm so glad that you came. Life will go on, as you said it must, but your spirit will live on beyond this mortal dust. When I turn on the radio and hear, give peace a chance, my emotions start to rise, my feelings start to dance. It's still not too late to overcome the hate, the terrorism, the greed. Mankind must leap across the fire, rekindle the desire. No one really knows everything you felt inside, how your little son will grow into a man, perhaps to turn the tide. Barriers are falling down. Death is not an end, but just a resting place. You touched us all with dignity and grace. Your head towers above the stars. Your endless spirit soars. You served us well. You performed your earthly chores. Now it's time to learn. We live by what we are. What we have is what we earn. No force, not a dark abyss, can take that thought away. The life we leave for those behind is the one we live each day. I'll miss you as a brother, as a friend, a lamenter full of pain who cannot pretend. Each song you wrote, each image, each special sound, traveling through the galaxies, unlimited without bound. They were yours, the children that you had to give. They are you. They breathe. Through them, you will always live. You touched my world. And that was published on americansongwriter.com. And so beautiful. Wasn't that great? And now he sent me a video of another poem that I'm going to show you now. Okay, let me go find it. Okay, here it goes. Now here he is. He sent this to me today.
Teach me how to pray so that I may find the way to something real that will comfort my soul. I know I have such little control over what happens randomly. I never know what I will be. Teach me how to pray. Teach me to be kind, to be humble, have presence of mind, liberate the chains that try to bind. Teach me how to pray. Let me let go of my selfishness when I am depressed. Teach me how to bless. When my life feels like a dead-end street, why cannot feel my heart beat?
That was him, Steve Kalinich, and that was a short part of his. It's a longer poem, but he wanted to send me a short version of that poem. Anyway, I hope you both enjoyed, whoever's watching, either live or in replay, both of those poems. Now, Richie Havens, who opened Woodstock 69, who was very close with my ex-husband, Roland Musa, who I'm still singing with, and he's actually teaching me guitar. If you didn't see my show, Pete Seeger, the legendary folk singer and activist, said that Roland's one of the greatest unknown musicians in the world. So anyway, this is Richie Havens. We went to his memorial. Maureen, you and Frank over there too. And he always had a beautiful smile. And he was on my radio show because Roland said, "Oh, Richie Havens would be great for your Smile Revolution." So this was from August 18th, 2013. And actually, Guy Davis sang and talked that day. Maria Muldaur, Taj Mahal, Janice Ian, Peter Gabriel. And it was a wonderful memorial at Bethel where he opened Woodstock 69. Anyway, I just felt like to show it to you because he did. He always had a beautiful smile. Okay, so in Woodstock, New York, there's a wonderful new store I want you all to know about. It's called Maverick Road, and it just opened a few months ago. And let's see, Tanya is great. Everything, and my smile earrings are from there. My gratitude cards, and what else? I got something else there. Anyway, it says here, Maverick Road celebrates the artistic and maverick spirit of Woodstock with curated items from small makers and fair trade merchants. Our mission is to create a space that celebrates beauty, humor, and the natural world. We offer a selection of unique houseplants, pottery, prints, housewares, greeting cards, and gifts. Our customers have described Maverick Road as a toy store for adults. We take great care to create an uplifting, cheerful, visual, sensory, and inspiring experience. Located in the heart of Woodstock next to Tannery Brook. It's 554A Tinker Street. And it's a really great, oh yeah, right. Yes, yeah. It was a great event. And let me just see something. Hold it. I'm like still figuring out all my things here. All right, here we go. I'm going to show this too. Okay, so that's the information on Stephen and Maverick Road. Okay, now let's see what else we have here. So that's a great store, and here we go. Now, I made this joy jar. And I wrote in here different things that make me feel joyful and help me to smile, because I don't always smile. So it's about giving and receiving smiles. So sometimes I need you to remind me to smile. Okay, so I pulled this out. Baking. Baking helps me smile. I love to bake. And actually, my sister, Anne, she gave me a surprise gift for the holidays, and so I'll be baking up a storm sometime as soon as I get some new baking supplies. And it's exciting what I ordered from her gift card from King Arthur. You ever heard of King Arthur Flour? They've been in business since the 1700s, and they're all 100% employee owned. And they have a really great website, King Arthur Baking. I think it's King Arthur Baking. It's an amazing website if you're into baking. They have great stuff. Oh, and here I pulled out another thing out of my joy jar. Singing. I've been singing every day my whole life. Now, I don't know if I would have ever sung on stage if I hadn't met Roland Musa years ago. And so I was singing every day my whole life. And then I started singing a Beatles song when we started hanging out. And he realized, he said, "You have a good voice." I said, "I do." He said, yes, as he started encouraging me to sing on stage. I was a backup singer with him, and it just kind of unfolded that we started writing songs for the Smile Revolution. And so that's how this all unfolded. And I have a Smile CD that I'm just updating, and in terms of the text, and I will be having some new CDs coming very soon. Being generous is another thing. I'm pulling this stuff out of my joy jar. Do you have a joy jar? It's so easy. You get a little jar, and I decorated it, and you can just write everything that makes you feel joyful. Writing my own one-woman shows, doing this show too. Okay, so that's that. I wanted to tell you all about my joy jar, if you didn't know. And then here we have timeforthinkers.com. Wherever my travels may lead, paradise is where I am. Voltaire. Was there a time when you didn't seem to have what you needed, then ended up blessing others and being blessed? Okay, wait a second. Okay, hide. Having so much fun with my new program. Okay, Keith Richards and Mick Jagger said, if you try sometimes, you might just find you get what you need. Here, I'm going back to comments now. Okay. Tell a story about a time you followed something that could only be described as divine direction and got exactly what you needed. And then Winnie the Pooh, A. Milne said, supposing the tree falls on us, Pooh, supposing it doesn't, Piglet, one aspect of being childlike is total trust. If you really, really trusted God, well, God is love. I know not everybody uses the term God. God, just think in terms of love. Is there a decision coming up that you might make differently? And then the Talmud, and actually this Friday is Hanukkah, starting of Hanukkah. So the Talmud, from the Talmud, the highest form of wisdom is kindness. Tell a story about a time that love you, tell a story about a time that love you freely shared, the love you freely shared boomeranged around and brought you what you needed. And Dr. Bruce Lipton, we can control our lives by controlling our perceptions. Have you ever lost something you really cared about, then later realized on a deeper level you hadn't lost anything at all? Okay, let's see here. See, I'm going to show this. Cool. I know that poem was amazing for John. It was absolutely incredible. Now, guess what? I'm going to show you. I've got to go into my closet. I was telling everybody I'm going into my closet. That's the point of the show. One of the main things I'm doing today. Almost forgot. Okay, so people like when I go into my closet, my happy closet, they call it. Actually, one of my friends calls it a happy closet. Okay, now this is a dress that was Kate Pearson from the B-52s. I bought this in Woodstock. She donated things for the ASPCA up in the Ulster County, and so it's a fundraiser. So I got a couple outfits of hers. Isn't this great? It's very cool. I love this dress. Okay, so that's one of my fun things. Now this, I almost forgot about my closet segment. So okay, so here this coat is hand painted. Now I could have done this actually because I do hand paint, and but it was given to me. A woman who was moving to Palm Springs from New York City, and she wasn't going to wear it out in California, and she sent it to my family, and it ended up coming into my closet. It was sent to me because my family in Baltimore would not wear this, but they knew, Sherry knew that I would wear it, and she was right. Because I've worn it many times. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, now we've got this coat, which actually needs to be repaired. See how pretty it is in the back? But I got this in a vintage store or I don't know, years ago, maybe in Woodstock. But the thing is, it needs to be fixed. It's super coming apart. It's coming apart, but I really like it. And what else can I show you? Let's see. Wow. Okay, this is pretty. This I got at the flea market in Woodstock, which is really pretty, right? Okay, now I have many more things that I've accumulated over the years, but I don't know how much you really want to see. If you watch my show a lot of these things I've worn on my show. This is very groovy. I got this in Beacon, New York, actually at a vintage store. Super fun. As you can see, if you've never seen my show before, I love late 60s, early 70s clothes. Oh, and I don't know if you can see what I'm wearing today, my pants. Let's see. Can you see my pants? Wait, I don't know if you can. These are, I got this in Woodstock. They're actually from the late 60s, early 70s. And yeah. And anyway, but we fixed them. We made them into pants. Okay, now here's like a cool bag. I would say this is probably early 70s or late 60s. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, and this was actually, Maureen, you were there. You brought Sid Bernstein. I just found this poster from the second Smile Revolution concert. And let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, I just found that I wanted to show you all because I did 2 Smile Revolution concerts with Roland and I produced, one in Woodstock, sold out with Pete Seeger, the folk legend, headlining. And then we did this in Greenwich Village, thanks to Richard Barone, who helped me get the space. at Le Poussin Rouge, and this was 2011. And let's see, Sid Bernstein, Richard Barone, Candy John Carr, who played with Donovan, Danny Bonet, James Cannings, Constance Homan. And there was a bunch of people, Jan Close, and anyways, a lot of cool people who performed at that concert. It was really fun. Let's see. Well, I think that's my show today, and I think we're right on schedule. So anyway, maybe I want to show you. Tiggy's over here. A lot of times, my friend Donna. Well, here's you can see my room. Oh, there is Princess Smiles on the bed. Tiggy, I don't know if you can see Tiggy. There you go. I just wanted to show you Tiggy because Donna, who's watches my show, she always asks where Tiggy is. So Tiggy's usually here on the bed. Anyway, Friday, I've got my Hanukkah show. And I will be back at 2:00 on Friday. And I love you all very much. And I know, let's see, California's locked down. Washington State, where my sister is, she's on an island, Orcas Island. She said they just renewed another month in lockdown in Washington State. So anyway, I will see you all Friday. And I hope you're well. And I hope that your family is well, and we need to wear our masks. I know it's controversial, but I love you too. Okay, this is fun. I love being able to do this, putting the different quotes on. Yes. Sid Bernstein, he came, you brought him, Maureen, to that concert. Remember? 2011, yep, there he was. Oh, good, the poster, yeah. Yeah, I like being able to put my quotes up from people when they are on live. That's the benefit of coming to my show live. You might get on my show with your responses. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed Stephen Kalinich, and he'll be on again. And I love you all, and have a good rest of your day, and be well, and keep smiling, keep sweet. Join the Smile Revolution. I've got products coming. Mugs, Smile Revolution mugs, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, my CDs. I've got stuff coming very soon. So I'll be showing you on the air very soon. Okay, love you and see you soon. Bye.